welcome to PC Woods Kids Tech Talk. Today we're looking at the Antec 200 mid-tower case. Now this one here is a mainstream gamer's case, so if you're looking for something that is black, that's got an interesting design, this could be it for you. Let's take a look at it here more in detail. So starting from the top, you can see that it's got 3 bays for your 5¼ inch optical drives, for example, and inside it supports 6 3.5 inch drive bays for hard drives, for example. And actually there's a very interesting part of this front of the case that I'm going to show you in a second. Let's take a look at the top. You got the reset, you got 2 USB 2.0s, you got your LEDs and your power on button, and some ventilation along the sides of those 5¼ inch drive bays. This is the interesting part that I wanted to show you. It is basically a hot swappable front-loaded hard drive caddy. You can just insert your hard drive, your SATA hard drive in there, and it will plug in on the other end, and you can swap hard drives basically, so it's pretty neat. Now, keeping another look here at the bottom of the case, you can see that it's got lots of ventilation through that vent on the front of the case. Pretty interesting design. And if you take off the clips on the inside there, we can open up the front plastic bezel here and take a closer look at the other side, which you can see that there's dust filters. So Antec has added dust filters here for your convenience. However, the 2 120mm intake fans can be added optional. Okay, so you can see that grate there, that plastic grate, which you would take out, and you would just purchase your own 120mm fans of your choice and insert them on the inside here. And here's an example of one fan that I've got. So you would just put that in there and then attach the screws, and then you're set. And then you would have 2 fans for cool air intake. Looking at the side, also you can see that there's a opening there for an optional 120mm fan on that side panel. And taking out the thumb screws on the panel, which it comes with, of course, we can take a peek on the inside. So it's black on the outside and gray on the inside. Again, it's a mainstream case, keep that in mind. So mini ITX, micro ITX, and standard ATX motherboards is what it supports. And as you can see here, starting from the bottom, we've got the PSU. Okay, so the PSU is at the bottom, and pretty standard there, as you can see. All right, and moving up, you can see the 7 expansion slots. Okay, so for your PCIe, and 2 holes there, which could be used for running your tubes for water cooling. And just above that, we've got 2 fans, one 120mm, that's the rear one, and one 140mm, that's the top. Those are exhaust fans. 2 cool fans, and you can see here also the connectors for it. Okay, they're Molex connectors. All right, and it comes with these 2 fans in this case. Now, taking a look now at the rest of the case, we're going to look at the inside of it more in detail. Here's the inside of that front cover where you would insert your drives, your hard drives, up to 6 of them, like I mentioned, and those optional fans. And here's a closer look at that caddy, that hot swappable 3.5 inch hard drive that you can just plug in there and eject it on the fly. There you go. There's your hard drives. SATA connection, and just above that the optical drive bays. So looking at the other side of the case, it's got a nice matte finish on that black cover, no window, and on the inside, if we take out the cover, you can see that it's got a huge window there for your CPU cooler replacement, so makes it nice and easy to access the screws and the retention plate at the back. And also keep in mind that all the cable management that's going to be happening on this case is actually going to be where the drives reside. So back here, there's actually a lot of space. So all your cables for your power supply and the fans and all that would be tucked in that section. Okay, looking at the bottom of the back of the case, you can see here how it looks. Okay, so that's pretty standard for a mainstream case. And there's the exhaust fan, the 120mm that I mentioned. And at the top here, you've got 2 switches to control high and low speeds on those 2 exhaust fans that it comes with. Okay, the 120 and the 140mm fan can be adjusted to high and low with those switches. Here's the top look of the case, so you can see that 140mm fan and that nice matte look and finish on that case from the top. So there you go. There you have it, the Antec mainstream case. If you're looking for something and you're on a budget, this costs roughly about $50 US right now. You could find it for less depending on where you're shopping. And it's a terrific mainstream case. What can I say? Just add a couple more fans in there and you're set and you're good to go. So I'd like to thank Antec for providing it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.